Hello and welcome. Today we begin with a direct and important update that millions of older Americans have been waiting for. The January update surrounding Social Security payments, average benefit amounts approaching $2,300 for many retirees, and the ongoing conversation about stimulus-style financial relief has created both hope and confusion. Many seniors are asking the same question right now. What exactly is changing? When will deposits arrive? And how should you prepare? In this video, we are going to walk calmly and clearly through everything you need to understand so you can feel informed, confident, and financially prepared for the months ahead. Over the past several years, Social Security has become more than just a retirement program. For many households, it is the foundation that keeps groceries on the table, medications filled, and housing secure. When updates are announced, especially those involving higher monthly payments, they deserve careful explanation. The latest figures show that the average retirement benefit has continued to rise due to cost of living adjustments and wage indexing. While not every recipient will see the same amount, many retirees are now receiving checks closer to the $2,300 range, depending on their work history, retirement age, and lifetime earnings. It is important to understand that Social Security benefits are calculated using a formula designed to replace a portion of your pre-retirement income. Workers who earned more over their careers typically receive higher benefits, but the system is structured so that lower earners receive a proportionally higher replacement rate. That is why averages can sometimes be misleading. One retiree might receive $1,800, while another could receive $2,600 or more. Still, the broader takeaway from this January update is that benefit levels remain historically elevated compared to just a few years ago. Now let us talk about deposit timing, because knowing when your money arrives is just as important as knowing how much you will receive. Social Security payments follow a structured schedule that has been in place for many years. Those who began collecting benefits before May of 1997 typically receive their payments near the beginning of each month. Meanwhile, most other retirees receive their deposits based on their birth dates, spread across several Wednesdays throughout the month. This staggered approach helps the system operate smoothly while ensuring millions of payments are processed without disruption. For January, deposits have continued along this familiar pattern, providing a sense of stability during a time when many seniors are carefully managing their budgets after the holiday season. Early month recipients usually see funds arrive within the first few days, while mid-month and later recipients can expect their payments according to the scheduled distribution windows. Direct deposit remains the fastest and safest method, often allowing funds to appear immediately without the uncertainty that sometimes accompanies mailed checks. The growing reliance on electronic deposits has also reduced the risk of lost payments and delays caused by weather or postal slowdowns. Financial experts continue encouraging retirees to maintain updated banking information with the Social Security Administration so that payments flow without interruption. Even a small error in account details can cause unnecessary stress, and the start of a new year is always a wise time to double-check that everything is accurate. Now, alongside these Social Security updates, there has been renewed public conversation about stimulus-style financial support. While the emergency stimulus programs of previous years were tied to extraordinary economic conditions, policymakers continue debating targeted relief measures designed to help older adults cope with rising living costs. Inflation has cooled compared to its peak, but everyday expenses, particularly healthcare, insurance, and housing, remain significant concerns for retirees living on fixed incomes. When people hear the phrase stimulus check, it often brings immediate expectations of a large one-time payment. However, current discussions have been more nuanced. Some proposals focus on expanding tax credits for seniors, others explore supplemental payments for lower-income retirees, and still others consider adjustments that could indirectly increase monthly benefits. Key message for viewers is to stay attentive to verified announcements while avoiding rumors that can spread quickly during periods of financial uncertainty. Another important piece of this January update involves cost of living adjustments, commonly known as COLA. These adjustments are designed to help benefits maintain purchasing power as prices change over time. Without them, retirees would gradually lose the ability to afford basic necessities. The most recent adjustments have contributed to the higher average payments we are discussing today, and they reflect ongoing efforts to ensure that Social Security continues fulfilling its mission as a reliable safety net. Yet even with these increases, many seniors still feel the pressure of stretching every dollar. That is why financial planners often emphasize the importance of viewing Social Security as one part of a broader retirement strategy whenever possible. Pensions, personal savings, and part-time income can all play supporting roles, though not every household has access to these resources. For those who depend primarily on Social Security, understanding payment timing and benefit calculations becomes even more critical. Let us pause for a moment and consider what this means in everyday life. A monthly payment approaching $2,300 can provide meaningful stability, but careful budgeting is still essential. Fixed expenses such as rent or property taxes often claim a large share immediately. Utilities, food, transportation, and medical needs follow close behind. Having a predictable deposit date allows retirees to plan ahead, reducing anxiety and helping prevent missed payments. The start of the year also tends to bring administrative updates, and this January has been no exception. Beneficiaries are encouraged to review annual statements, confirm tax withholding preferences if applicable, and remain alert for official correspondence. While most communication now happens electronically, some notices still arrive by mail. Reading these carefully can prevent misunderstandings and ensure you are receiving every benefit to which you are entitled. One topic receiving increased attention is the taxation of Social Security benefits. Depending on total income, a portion of benefits may be subject to federal taxes. This surprises many retirees, especially those who begin withdrawing funds from retirement accounts. Planning ahead for potential tax obligations can help avoid unpleasant surprises when filing returns. Some choose voluntary withholding so that taxes are spread throughout the year rather than owed in a single lump sum. Healthcare costs remain another major factor shaping retirement finances. Premium adjustments, prescription prices, and supplemental coverage can all influence how far a Social Security check ultimately stretches. While benefit increases help offset some of these pressures, they do not always fully match the pace of medical inflation. This reality reinforces the importance of staying informed about available assistance programs and reviewing coverage annually. Now, let us return briefly to the subject of stimulus-related conversations because clarity matters. Whenever headlines suggest new payments could be on the horizon, misinformation can circulate quickly. It is wise to rely on confirmed government announcements rather than speculation. Financial decisions based on rumors can lead to unnecessary risk, especially for seniors who prioritize stability. Economic conditions continue evolving, and policymakers understand that retirees represent one of the most financially vulnerable populations during periods of change. That awareness is part of what keeps discussions about supplemental support alive. Whether through direct payments, tax relief, or benefit adjustments, the broader goal remains the same: helping older Americans maintain dignity and independence throughout retirement. Another reassuring element of this January update is the continued strength of the Social Security payment infrastructure. Despite serving tens of millions of recipients, the system processes deposits with remarkable consistency. Occasional delays can occur due to banking holidays or technical issues, but widespread disruptions remain rare. This reliability is one reason Social Security has been described for generations as a promise, a commitment that after decades of work, support will be there. As we move deeper into the year, many retirees are also thinking about long-term sustainability. Questions about the future of the Social Security trust funds often appear in the news, sometimes creating unnecessary alarm. While demographic shifts do present challenges, lawmakers have historically acted to preserve the program. Conversations about adjustments are part of ensuring that future retirees receive the same dependable support that current beneficiaries rely upon today. For now, the most practical step seniors can take is staying organized. Keep financial records accessible, monitor bank activity around expected deposit dates, and report any irregularities promptly. Simple habits like these can prevent small issues from becoming larger problems. There is also emotional reassurance in understanding how the system works. Financial uncertainty can weigh heavily, particularly for those who remember times when retirement security felt less predictable. Knowledge reduces that burden. When you know when your payment is coming and roughly what to expect, it becomes easier to focus on living your life rather than worrying about what might happen next. The January update ultimately reflects continuity more than disruption. Benefits remain steady, averages continue trending upward, and conversations about additional support demonstrate ongoing attention to the needs of older Americans. While no system is perfect, Social Security continues serving as a cornerstone of retirement for millions. Let us take a moment to focus on reassurance. Change often generates anxiety, yet this January update largely reflects continuity and gradual growth rather than disruption. Payments are arriving, averages remain solid, and attention to retirees' financial well-being persists. If there is one theme running through everything we have discussed, it is preparedness through understanding. When you understand how benefits are calculated, when deposits arrive, and how economic trends influence adjustments, uncertainty begins to fade. Knowledge becomes a quiet form of protection. As we approach the conclusion of this video, remember that Social Security was created to provide stability in a stage of life that should be defined by security rather than worry. While no financial system removes every challenge, the steady arrival of benefits offers a dependable foundation. Today, we discussed the January update, the reality behind payments averaging near $2,300 for many retirees, the structured deposit schedule that keeps funds moving reliably, and the broader conversation surrounding potential supplemental support. We explored how cost of living adjustments help protect purchasing power, why understanding your personal benefit matters more than any average, and how thoughtful planning can strengthen financial confidence. Most importantly, we reflected on what these payments represent. They are not simply transactions. They are the continuation of a promise, recognition of years spent working, contributing, and building the society we all share. As you move forward into the year, carry this understanding with you. Stay attentive to official updates, keep your financial information organized, and approach each month with the reassurance that comes from being informed. Stability begins with clarity, and clarity allows you to focus on what truly matters: your well-being, your independence, and the life you have earned through decades of dedication. Thank you for spending this time with us, and remember that staying informed is one of the most powerful steps you can take to protect your financial future.